EGM Network.
From Studio A in sunny Florida, welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. Today's show is brought to you by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. And here's your host and glamour girl, makeup artist, Cindy Getz.
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio. Okay, so, kind of fixing the studio around here with my awesome pink tools. Ladies, I have a question for you. Are you ready to, take a hammer and maybe nail some nails or get a drill and, do some drilling, or I don't know, maybe you're just, want to make a difference in our community. Maybe you've had a bad week and you just want to get that aggression out and do something positive. Well, I have just the thing for you. So stay tuned. We are talking about Indian River Habitat for Humanity Women Build. It's happening right around the corner. We need you. All right. And I have the CEO in our studio today, and he's wearing pink for you guys. Yes, he is wearing pink because that's what we do when we're talking about Habitat Women Build. And as you know, guys, that Habitat for Humanity is one of my favorite organizations. I love what they do in our community. If you don't know about them, which I'm sure you do, but if you don't, we're going to talk about what they do. And then specifically, we're going to talk about Women Build, and we're going to talk about how that's right, you ladies, get involved. I'm involved. I have another ambassador on the show today. She's involved. You know her name. And we're going to try to recruit you because we are making a difference in this community that we love so much. So let me get right down to it. I have 3 guests on the show today. We have a full house. We have no stranger to Beauty and the Beach Radio. He's thrilled that I'm not having him do any shenanigans on the show today. It's going to be easy peasy for him. The only thing he surprised me with was pink socks. I was pretty impressed with that. So please welcome CEO of Indian River County Habitat for Humanity, Trevor Loomis.
Thanks for having me.
Look at you, so chill. You got it easy today.
You told me there were no shenanigans.
It's true. It's so true. Trevor, thank you for being here.
Happy to be.
Absolutely. And then we also have, she is with Habitat for Humanity as well. She is the communications manager. Please welcome Jamie Wallace. Hey, Jamie.
Hello. How are you?
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
First time on Beauty and the Beach.
It is.
Yes, I'm excited to get to know you. And first time on Beauty and the Beach Radio, no stranger to this community, Indian River County Commissioner Susan Adams. Hey, Susan.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Fellow ambassador.
Yes.
Super excited to talk about that. So, Trevor, before we go talk about Habitat's Women Build, for those that aren't familiar, and I'm sure because it's worldwide, I'm sure they've heard of Habitat for Humanity, but what is it really? What do you do over there that impacts our community so well?
So at Habitat for Humanity, we've been around in this community for 34 years, internationally since 1976. Habitat was founded in Americus, Georgia, at a place called Koinonia Farm. Not by Jimmy Carter, although he was our most famous volunteer. So we have done our best to honor his life and legacy this year and upon his passing. But at Habitat, what we do is all about providing safe, decent, affordable housing for people within our community. So we tackle the housing issue from a variety of fronts. We build new homes, as people know. That is what this initiative is about. But we also provide critical home repair, all sorts of supportive housing services to people, whether they are homeowners or renters. Essentially, we do everything we can to help people meet their housing needs here in our community.
I know it surprised me, and I think it would surprise people to know that our community right here in Indian River County, Susan, you can chime in if you want, in Vero Beach, that there is a need.
Oh, the need
for affordable housing. There is a need for Habitat.
The need is tremendous. 6 in 10 at least residents in our county are cost burdened on their housing, meaning they pay more than a third of their income for housing costs. And so it's a tremendous issue. It's grown certainly over the last several years. It's not just here in Indian River County. It is nationwide. there's a supply shortage of particularly of affordable housing units or attainable housing units. But here in South Florida, it's particularly egregious, and there's just a tremendous need for housing that people can afford with a reasonable portion of their income.
So last time I talked to you, we were briefly talking about rent, the average rent in this community. Can you just fill people in on that? Because it really blew me away.
Yeah. So the average rent, now this number is actually probably about 2 months old, but the average rent in Indian River County for a 1-bedroom apartment is $1,867 a month.
That's crazy.
That is, your typical, median income worker. That's more than 50% of their monthly income.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases, people working in hospitality or agriculture, it could be significantly higher. And so, forget about if they're a family with children who need a larger unit. The least expensive 3-bedroom, 2-bath home that we could find the other day was $2,200 a month.
Mm.
So people are having to spend a tremendous proportion of their income just to put a roof over their head.
Sure.
And then when the cost of eggs is $800 a dozen, amongst other things, right? It just makes the cost of living is outrageous, and people are really struggling. So we try to tackle the housing issue because it is, for most people, housing is their largest bill. It is the largest, expense that they have. And so by making that affordable or helping to preserve the affordability of a home that someone already owns, we're able to address that, and then they can do as much as they can from there to handle those other things.
You're famous for saying, we're not a handout, we're a hand up. What do you mean by that?
Well, everything that we do is done in partnership, and so one of our main tenets is that we are not a transactional organization. We don't operate like, for instance, a soup kitchen where you can show up and you say, I'm hungry. They give you a bowl of soup and you leave. I know that's simplifying things. Sure. But we are relational. And so, handouts, there is a need for those things from time to time. But what we mean by that is that when the person receiving a certain service has buy-in, so whether that is financial buy-in or whether that is through time, sweat equity, and we use both of those things, it ensures long-term success. The success rate of the service that's being provided is so much higher because you're ensuring that you're not just giving something away out of the goodness of your heart or out of the goodness of the heart of donors and funders. People receiving that service are actually, working for it on their own and putting in a significant proportion of what's required. And so that creates a partnership, and that partnership in most cases lasts for decades. So it's not just a one-time transaction. And so that's one of the reasons that the Habitat model has been so successful over a number of decades, is because you're helping people help themselves.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm sorry to jump in, but I think one of the coolest things that Habitat does beyond helping somebody find affordable housing is they give them the tools to continue to be successful financially. Beyond that, they have to go through budgeting classes, and they talk about what it means to have a mortgage compared to all your other bills. And they talk about maintenance and maintenance costs and factoring that into your budget, and insurance and what to do and how to stay on top of things so it doesn't become a problem down the line where you're spending more money. So just the financial responsibility aspect of it as well is such a great benefit for the homeowners, because and I think that's where the hands up from it versus a hands out comes from, because they're giving them the tools to be successful in years to come, not just in this situation.
And success is in the pudding. It really is. You see them in their home for a long period of time, and multiple, I've lost track how many people you've helped in this community, Habitat in this community, thousands. How many homes you have. Yeah, it is thousands.
We're approaching 1,500 total homes between new and renovated.
Love it. Well, since we're talking about homes now, so I saw that 76% of the families currently served by Habitat are female-headed households. I'm going to turn it over to Jamie now. Jamie Wallace, the communications manager. What is Women Build, and why is it so important to gather these women up to help with this cause?
Well, just like as you mentioned, 76% of the people we serve are women-headed households. And, we all know women are disproportionately, they have less access to things than their male counterparts in terms of mortgage assessment and lending and all kinds of facets for that. And so that's the great thing about the Habitat model, is that not only are we teaching accountability and teaching women all these things that they need for themselves, it really does empower them. I mean, it really gives them an ability to have their own home. And I will tell you, I've only been here 3 months, and the stories of the people and what they have gone through and what the women and the men have gone through to build their own home, to pay their own mortgage, it is incredible. I mean, you can't make these stories up. It's just amazing. And that is the thing about Women Build, is so it just gives women the ability to have their own home and, move forward.
I love that.
Yeah.
So let's get right down to it. What is Women Build? For all the girls that I said, hey, listen up, we need you. What is it and how can they participate?
Okay, so on what we're doing, the month of March is International Women's Month. And so in participation with that month, we have Women Build, which is, this is a lot of habitats throughout the country participate in this. So this is a very large thing, but ours is going to be on March 8th. Okay. And then throughout the month of March, you can't just build just on March 8th. We're going to start building on March 8th. And then throughout the month of March, there will be volunteers building throughout that time. As far as Women Build ambassadors go, we're looking for people like Commissioner Adams here, people like Cindy Getz here, movers and shakers, people in our community who can really help get the word out, put information on social media, get things to have people fundraise for them, build a team to help build, just do things in our community to make people more aware in the community, help raise money, because we need to raise $80,000, which is the cost of just to supply for materials to build a home. And then the women will obviously pay for all their own items and then be building their own homes. But so the Women Build ambassadors are going to help bring this to the forefront and people in the community.
I love that. And I'm going to have Susan in just a minute talk about the ambassador part of it. But before we do, I want to make sure people have kind of a snapshot of what this looks like, because I did it last year. I really enjoyed it. It was my first year. And just to give them a picture, you sign up and you get a team together if you can, or you're on a team. They did a kickoff event at Costa. I believe it's going to be at the Heritage Center this year.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, March 6th.
But
yes.
you get a kickoff kind of reception, if you will, with all the ladies. It was so lovely. We had swag bags. We got to dress up. You could wear pink. Susan and I were discussing our fun little outfits. We're not going to share what we're going to wear because we don't want anybody stealing our ideas. But you encourage, of course, anybody getting into the whole pink process, the habitat process. But it was a lovely, lovely reception. So that was free to us that were volunteering for Habitat. So that was a pre-party, if you will. And then there was the day of a Women Build, and that was where you had Publix representatives there, you had Habitat representatives there, you had teams there, all the teams that could. We were all dressed in pink and pink hard hats. And we got to sign, Trevor, this was one of my favorite parts of the Women Build. We all signed one of the timbers, one of the trusses, exactly, with a black marker. That was really, 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 really cool. And then we had the guest of whoever it was that was their home that we were building. They got to get up there and they got to say a few words about that event, and we prayed about it. And then I want people to understand I couldn't stay that day to build. So afterwards, and you already mentioned this, but I want them to know that if you cannot build on that exact day, then yes, you can actually work with Habitat to pick a 2 to 3 hour slice of day when the contractors are there, the volunteer contractors, and you can take your team and build. And we ended up going like on a Tuesday afternoon, and we nailed nails. It was very easy. There's no experience necessary.
Correct.
So that was a little scary at first. I'm like, I've never built, but they were so accommodating and gave us gloves. So it was really a wonderful experience. I'm going to flip it now over to Susan because we've both been deemed as ambassadors to this Women Build. First of all, what does it mean to you to be? I know you're a super fan. What does it mean to be picked as an ambassador for Habitat and for this Women Build?
Well, first of all, I was completely honored. I love everything that Habitat does in the community. I think it's one of the most fantastic organizations we have, especially dealing with affordable housing. But, I got the phone call, do you want to be an ambassador? And I'm like, how cool is that? You're asking me to be of course I want to be an ambassador. Sign me up. But, we kind of gone over a little bit of what the ambassador does, but I think the biggest thing is we're really the hype man for this month and for this project, and just building that momentum and making sure everybody is aware and talking to the women and really what I've built a couple of houses with Habitat. I have not been an ambassador, so totally excited about this year. But one of the cool things about the Women Build Day and month is women can come in and learn how to build on their own. Women can accomplish anything that they want to, but a lot of times we think, well, building and maintenance and all those types of things, that's not really our ballywick. That's not our area, our sphere of influence. But when it comes to Women Build, the people are there to help you and break that down. They show you how to use the tools. They do go back and check your work too, so it's quality.
They do.
You don't have to worry
really
about that. Because we all have varying.
Thanks for clarifying that.
We have varying levels of experience, but it's just so cool to be able to do this as a group of women making a difference in our community. So as an ambassador, to me, that is the best thing. I have an opportunity to use my voice to bring attention to this cause and then get other people on board and really explain and be that emissary for what is going on in our community and how we can help. And sometimes it's just nailing nails. It's the little things that make the biggest difference. And that's what I think is the coolest thing about this.
And I want to add, because Connie will be like, Cindy, you got to make sure you share. So what exactly are our commitments as ambassadors? Because I know you're still looking for some. You share the campaign on your social media. You build a team, of women. It could be a small, large, it doesn't matter. It could be two of you. You fundraise at least $250 as a group. Not a big deal. Anybody can do that. You attend the Hammers and High Heels kickoff celebration. That's March 6th at the Heritage Center, and then attend the Women Build wall raising, which it really truly raises the hair on your skin. It is amazing.
Raisings.
It is truly.
The wall raisings are so cool. They really are, and just seeing how excited the families are that are working on the houses, and ladies that are out there thinking about this. Basically, Cindy went through all the details, but basically you get a group of your friends together. You share stuff on social media, which we are doing anyway. You raise a little bit of money or a lot of money, preferably a lot, but we'll take a little. We'll take what we can get. Yeah. And then you hang out for a couple hours with each other, hammering some nails and getting out your frustrations. Oh, and you get to go to a party. Yeah. So it's like a win-win-win. And everybody should be doing it.
It's great. You guys, we have to go to a station break. I hope we've recruited you for the Women Build for Habitat. We're going to talk a little bit more, but stay with us. We'll be right back.
Create your island paradise at Sunshine Furniture during our winter sale event. Save 50% on all Tommy Bahama and Lexington, including the newest collection, Key Biscayne. Living room, dining room, occasional chairs, office, and media furniture with sophisticated design and a mix of coastal and Caribbean style. All Tommy Bahama and Lexington offer everything you need for your Florida living. We have the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture from Four Seasons, Capri, Universal, Riverside, Hooker, Sea Winds, Bar Barcalounger, Best, and lots more. At Sunshine Furniture, we're the outdoor furniture experts specializing in patio sets that withstand the Florida elements, and we have a gallery of Berlin Garden and Bollywood. Come in now for the best prices of the year. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in Vero Beach. Don't miss the 50% off winter sale on Tommy Bahama and Lexington going on now. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com and visit our outlet store directly across the street.
It's time to call Easy Brew Coffee and Bottled Water Service and learn just how much you can save and how convenient it is to have your coffee and bottled water delivered right to your home or office. In addition to water coolers, Easy Brew offers individual bottles of water in 8 or 16-ounce bottles. No more lugging it home or dragging it into the office. Serving the Treasure Coast for over 2 decades, 2 letters, 1 simple name. Easy for Easy Brew. Visit e-zbrew.com or call 800-792-3285. Easy Brew.
Cindy gets. She totally gets it. Oh my gosh, did you see my prom makeup? She so gets it.
Dude, did you see her before and after makeup on Instagram? That makeup girl gets it.
My wedding makeup was so amazing, and my makeup artist, she totally gets it.
My senior photo makeup rocked. She gets it.
You should see her new Facebook profile. Her makeup artist really gets her.
My eye makeup is so on fleek. Thanks, Cindy Getz.
Cindy Getz Makeup Artist, 772-633-4030.
She gets it!
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio. We want to thank Dale Sorensen Real Estate for making sure we have people like the Habitat on that can share all the good things they're doing in our community. So Dale Sorensen Real Estate, thank you so much for being our exclusive sponsor. So whether you're buying or selling a home, you can find them at 772-231-4712. You can also find them at SorensenRealEstate.com. Thank you, Dale Sorensen Real Estate. We also want to thank Varietals and More. Varietals on Royal Palm Point. They always make sure we have lovely beverages for our guests. If you find something you love and you've heard it on Beauty and the Beach Radio, mention it at Varietals and you will get a 10% discount. Guys, we're wrapping up with Habitat for Humanity. We're talking about Women Build. It's right around the corner. Guys, if they want to get involved, what do you need? Let's get them going. What do you need?
Okay, we're looking for ambassadors, sponsors, and volunteers. Sponsors, we already have some, like our premier sponsor is Publix Supermarkets Charities.
Yay, Publix.
Thank you so much.
We love you,
Publix. But we're still looking for more sponsors. We are absolutely looking for ambassadors. Women, please contact me, Jamie Wallace. That's 772-562-9860. My extension is 214. Or you can also go on irchabitat.org to learn more and make sure you sign up and get us ready because we need help. And then volunteers, just see if you can join the team and start helping us build. That would be great.
And the 2 dates coming up for this, the kickoff party and the build date is March
6th from 3 to 5. That's the kickoff party. Really fun for everybody and ambassadors.
No boys allowed.
Included. Well,
sorry, Trevor.
maybe we'll slip someone in. So, and then March 8th will be the wall raising for Build Day, and you can build on that day. And if that gets filled, there's building throughout the whole month of March.
All right, love it. 30 seconds for you, Miss Ambassador. What you got to say, Susan?
Listen, everybody needs to participate. This is a fantastic event. You're helping the women and the families in your community. We're doing it together, Women Power. So come out, be a part, volunteer, be an ambassador with us. It's a great time.
All right, Trevor, you got a minute left. As CEO of Habitat, what you got to say?
All right. Ladies, come out. You come as you are. You don't need any skills. You don't even know which end of the hammer to hold. Everybody knows that. But you don't have to have. You come as you are. We take everyone. We will give you the tools. We will give you the skills. Whether it's as a sponsor, a participant, a volunteer, even if you want to just come and show your support. We want you, and that is what we're all about, bringing people together.
There's a place for everybody,
Absolutely.
I believe. Like, even if
Absolutely.
you want to come and bring snacks, I know Publix is going to have, their presence will be there, but, I mean, it can't hurt if you want to bring some bottled water or just something to help out a team or the Habitat staff. If you don't feel like you're good at nailing nails, and you'll certainly take checks.
Yes,
that's right. Absolutely. And you know what? You never know what it will take to possibly catch the bug. We're building these houses in Vero Lake Estates. There are 26 homes under construction around the county right now.
Yes.
There's a place for everybody.
And I want to reiterate as we close. And Susan, you said you agreed with me. Is the raising of the wall, I literally cried.
It is. I've been there for. It's such.
And they warned me,
yes.
and I was like, really? And then I got there, and I was like, it does.
It gets to you.
It does.
I mean, because it's the culmination of all these cool things coming together in this person's life, and you get to be a part of it.
All right. If you want to be a part of it, then definitely reach out to Jamie Wallace, 772-562-9860, extension 214. We will see you there.